So at a high level, the forward contract is an agreement to trade an asset at a fixed price, at a fixed date in the future. But there is no money change at inception. It's a commitment. So it's not like an option where you have the option, as the name suggests, to buy the stock at a specific price in the future. It's not contingent to anything. It's a commitment. It's a legal commitment that obliges the parties to transact at maturity. And one thing that is maybe a bit confusing when you get into this topic is they use the same word, forward contract, forward price, forward value, and it can be a bit confusing. So that's why, it's nice to really identify which one is which. And the spot price is the price of the underlying asset today. The forward price is the price that is in the contract, whereas the forward value is the price or the value of the contract at any later date, because at inception, the forward price is set, right, as the present value of the underlying, and it's set in a way so that the value of the contract is zero, because otherwise one side would be giving value on day one. They will not enter the trade. They will not accept the exchange in the future if at inception, they're already losing. But after that, because the spot price and interest they do change, then the value of the contract will move away from zero, even though the forward price that is in the forward contract stays the same. So intuitively, you can think of a forward like I'm borrowing money now, right? I'm buying the asset and I agree to repay the loan plus interest at maturity. Only you didn't borrow the money and you didn't buy the asset, but the economic exposure, right? Your exposure when you enter into a long forward is the same as if you had done that. So future is the same idea, but the structure of it is different because they're standardized and they're traded on exchange. So that means that there is an intermediary, the clearing house, that sits in the middle and acts as the counterparty to each party. So instead of in a forward contract having the other party as counterparty and therefore having more risk that the other party defaults, here you have a central entity that takes on this risk. And in order, by the way, to reduce the risk for it, what it does is it checks on a daily basis what is, like, how did the interest or the spot price have moved, and they will mark to market daily. So each day the exchange will revalue the contract based on the new future price, and then credit or debit the margin account of each side. So the legal obligation between forward and future are the same. They both still have to perform, but in this case, the credit risk is handled by the intermediary, not by each party. So finally, the swap, the plain vanilla swap, is basically just many forward contracts that are stitched together. For example, in a fixed for floating interest rate swap, you agree to pay fixed rate and you will receive a floating rate on a nominal amount on a series of future dates. So the overall value of the swap will be the sum of the value of those individual forward style agreements.